all levels and not just at the higher ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? No, I've got a comment then before Councillor Barry closes the debate. Which is responsibility for the situation this council and other local authorities across Wales find themselves in lies firmly at the door of Welsh Government. Merthyr has been financially prudent over the years, but we still find ourselves in a precarious position. The system is broken. We need a national debate on what local government is for and how it's funded. We need long-term settlements so we can plan ahead, and we need more teachers and NH staff, not more members of the Senedd. This is not a situation that any of us want to be in, and I acknowledge the hard work and dedication of Liam and his team in preparing this budget. I've listened to advice from the monitoring officer and the chief executive and from Liam, but we all need to speak and vote according to our conscience. And with that in mind, I can't support the council tax rise of 8%, so tonight I'll be abstaining. Thank you. Councillor Andrew Barry to close the debate then, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, so just want to pick Anna up on something she said, because she hasn't included the whole picture. Deeper cuts and council tax rises. I've explained about in-year savings. We've just made an amendment on that very thing. In-year savings is the thing that's going to work for us. To just exclude that in your comments and just say we're going to be deeper cuts in council tax isn't correct. There are in-year savings, and that's included in my amendment. And I'd just like to support what some of my colleagues have said in terms of where the blame lies. It's broken. Absolutely what you said, Mr. Mayor, is the system is broken. Until we see major change, long-term investment, we were given 10 weeks to set this budget. And the work that Ellis, Liam and the team has done has been fantastic, in fairness. But 10 weeks to set a budget of £160 million. It's a ridiculous ask. The system doesn't work. And how long we can perpetuate this nonsense we're running out of time. We've had Section 114s being issued throughout England. At some point in Wales, there'll be 114 action. And it's perhaps only then Welsh Government will step up. But we're not in a good position. We're not in a good position because of anything this authority has done. We're in this position because of what's happening in Cardiff and, yes, what's happening in Westminster. But until that attitude changes, we're left with what we're left with. And we've got nowhere else to go. And that's the reality of this budget tonight. As I said earlier, nobody wants to be making these decisions. But we have to make the decisions to ensure that this council carries on. If you want to stop the council carrying on, then we vote against the budget. If you stop this budget going through, we're in big trouble. And the very thing that you were trying to say, that members in this room are trying to say they want to avoid, will be perpetuated by the fact that you don't put this budget through. It's a ridiculous argument. This budget has got to go through, and that's it. Without the budget going through, we pack up and go home. Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. So on that note, we'll go to a vote then, please.
Yes, so as we've done previously, I will call out the names of each councillor and you can tell me whether you are for, whether you are abstaining or whether you are against the motion. Councillor Andrew Barry. Councillor Brent Carter. Councillor Malcolm Colbrand.
Abstain.
Councillor Jeremy Davis. Councillor Lee Davis. Councillor Ernie Goldsworthy. Councillor Kevin Gibbs.
Against.
Councillor David Hughes. Councillor David Isaac. Councillor Julia Jenkins. Councillor Claire Jones. Councillor Clive Jones. Councillor David Jones.
Against.
Councillor Michelle Jones. Councillor Paula Layton. Councillor Gareth Lewis. Councillor Lisa Mytton. Councillor Gareth Richards. Councillor Darren Roberts. Councillor Declan Salmon. Councillor Jamie Scriven. Councillor Bill Smith. Councillor Michelle Simmons, Councillor Geraint Thomas, Councillor Ian Thomas, Councillor John Thomas, Councillor Scott Thomas, Councillor Clive Tivy, Councillor Louise Minute-Vokes, and Councillor Anna Williams-Price.
So that's 14-14 and 2 abstentions.
Yes, so it's 14-14 and 2 abstentions. Mr. Mayor, are you going to exercise your casting vote?
No, I'm not. I'm still abstaining.
And therefore, we do not pass the budget.
I'll hand over to the monitoring officer to explain what's happening now.
Right, okay. Well, the situation you have put the council in is that we have to, by law, set the council tax, and you have to do that by the 11th of March. I think the only proposal we can put to you is that you have a further meeting next week on the 6th of March, and we will have to see what other proposals can be put before you at that point.
Okay, thank you. Is there not provision for us to have further discussions tonight or have a meeting tomorrow?
No, we have no alternative proposal to put for you tonight. Do you mean in this chamber?
Yes.
I don't know what you would be discussing if you had a further discussion tonight. There's no alternative available to you. You voted down the alternative that we had. I don't know what other discussions we could have in chamber tonight.
Okay, so this meeting is concluded. We're not discussing the rest of the reports and recommendations, and we're
No,
coming
so-
back on the 6th of March.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you all for attending. Thank you all for attending tonight.